Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kramer. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota, and I am home. I apologize for not being with you last week. I was on vacation, and I did have every intention of going live last week, and it just didn't happen. So thank you for joining me again. If you're looking to get in touch with me, this is where you can find me through Stampin' Up!, my website, and then my email that I use for business is northstarstamper@gmail.com. So let me know if you have any questions, if I can help you with anything. If you're struggling with something stamping related, crafting related, let me know. So today we are playing Tic Tac Toe. We did this a few weeks ago, and I only had Anne join me. And I thought, well, maybe I need to talk about the 9 things that I put on my tic-tac-toe board. So that's what I'm going to do today, and then we'll make kind of a simple card. Last time I did all 9 things on the tic-tac-toe board. And I'm sorry, I should have printed it out for you. I did post that on Facebook this afternoon. It's in the header of the YouTube video. So let's see. So the 9 things... Hello and welcome. Let's see. Do we have people? Thank you for joining me today. So far it's family. Hello, family. Okay. So the 9 things I have on our tic-tac-toe board are use ribbon or other embellishment. That's kind of simple. The next one is use a stencil or a mask. Stampin' Up! Calls them masks. I call them stencils. We have them on page 128 of the annual catalog, and I have them here. These are kind of small, but there's quite a few here that you can choose from, and I'll probably use those today. I'm going to put those out of the way. But if you don't have a mask, you can make your own. So I have a piece of vellum here. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm just going to punch. This is the decorative circle punch. I'm going to punch... and I'll probably use this on my card. So this is, you could do the positive and the negative, just like they had on these here. They have the positive and the negative. So I just did basically the same thing with my punch. So you can use this as your mask, or you can use this as your mask. So, and any size, shape, punch, die would work. I just like to use punches because I know not everybody has a die machine, die and embossing machine. So I'm going to put these to the side because I might use those. Okay, so that's the second thing on our tic-tac-toe board. The next thing I put was nature. And that could be a flower, a tree, greenery, a shrub, something at the beach. That's where I was last week. Just anything in nature. Snowflakes, because we got those yesterday and today. The next thing I had of our 9 was use a punch or a die. Crafter's choice. I put that on there. I don't know if you want to try to read my scribbles. I did not intend for you to read this. Crafter's choice I put in the middle. And that could be a stamp set you haven't used in a long time, or some pattern paper you wanted to use in a project or whatever. The next one I have is stamp your background. And there again, you could just use one color and stamp your whole background. You could make it really colorful and color in images so it looks like pattern paper. Whatever, just stamp your background. The next one I have is tag. And if you don't have a tag punch, or we also have tag dies. Again, I'm going to use the decorative circle. I have a 2-inch piece of pattern of cardstock here. And I'm going to feed it through, maybe, if it'll work. There we go. I'm going to feed it through. I'm going to even it out. And then I'm just going to punch the top of it. And using, in this case, the decorative circle, a lot of punches would do. There you have a tag. Maybe I need my paper down so you can see better. Hold on. There we go. There we have a tag. You could punch a hole so that you could put ribbon or twine or thread through there, but you could leave it that way. So that was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next item on our tic-tac-toe is using a sketch. I don't know if you can read this. I should have made it darker. My favorite place to look for sketches is freshlymadesketches.blogspot.com. They have over 500 sketches. The most recent one is this one, 575. So here you could just use a piece of pattern paper. You could just use a piece of cardstock and stamp on it or emboss it or whatever. I think one of my next videos, maybe next month, I will talk about ways to use sketches. Maybe sketches scare people. I don't know. These two are great ways to use scraps of paper. So this would use long scraps, and this would use very short, tiny little scraps of any kind. Cardstock, pattern paper. So those would be kind of fun. To make this one, I probably would cut a piece of thin cardstock, like our regular white, or even just a piece of paper like this, and then adhere my thin strips to it, and then cut it off, and then adhere it to my card base. That's how I would do this one. And then this one I just noticed today, and I just wanted to give you another option. And again, this circle here could be the masking that you, or stencil that you use or whatever. So that's my favorite place to get sketches, is freshlymadesketches.blogspot.com. All right, and then the last one on my Tic Tac Toe board are fun folds. And maybe this is why nobody joined me last time. Oh, that's not true. Anne joined me last time we did Tic Tac Toe. So I would love to know if you play Tic Tac Toe. And if you're not comfortable sending in a card, just let me know that you played and which three of the 9 Tic Tac Toe items you used, because I'd be curious to know. So a fun fold is our last one, and I thought I would show you real quick some ways to do a fun fold. 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'm going to cut it in half at 4 1/4. I'm going to score it at 5 1/2 and score it at 2 3/4. And maybe here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Oh, thank you, lots of people. And there you have a Z fold. Obviously, I would put a layer here, but you can do whatever you want with the front. So there's one Z fold. If you fold it the other way, fold this top piece down, and there you have, let's see if you add a piece here. I already have pieces cut for my card tonight. You could have an easel card. Same fold, same scoring, a Z fold or an easel fold. So you score it half and half again. So that's 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. We can also go the other direction. So let me get this out of the way. This time we're going to, again, 8.5 by 11. We're going to cut it 5 1/2. And then we are going to score at 4 1/4. Ooh, I almost did that wrong. And 2 1/8. So there's our regular card base. Fold this one back. And there you have another Z fold the other direction. Again, I would definitely, with this dark cardstock, put a layer there. You could put a layer on top too. So that would be a Z fold. Again, turn this around, put a layer, make sure you only put adhesive down here, and you could have an easel card. So those are some really quick, fun folds. You just add one extra score line halfway, so whichever card direction you like. That's probably the easiest fun fold I know how to do is a Z fold. So, all right. Let me see if we have any questions. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Anne mentioned a turtle. Right? Yeah. We played with her turtle stamps, and it was so fun. All right. So, for my tic-tac-toe, I'm going to do nature, a stencil or mask, and use ribbon. So, I don't know if I've used this with you yet, the Tropical Hideaway. It is one big background stamp. So we're going to use that. And I already have some, oh gosh, I thought this was soft seafoam. I think it is soft seafoam. And, oh goodness, words are not coming to me today. That's bad. Crumb Cake, and then a layer for the inside. And I am going to use one of the Early Espresso that I just cut. I think we're going to go, I was thinking the other way. I think we'll go this way with my Z fold. And I'm going to use my mask. All right. So I have some, that's not the one I wanted. Let me go get the one I wanted. This is soft suede. I wanted mossy meadow to go on my, and it's hiding on me. All right, we will go something different. I don't know what happened to the mossy meadow. Maybe it's on my table hiding. It is hiding. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so mossy meadow. I'm going to ink up my stamp. This is the easiest way to ink up a large stamp. It is just going to be a background, so if I don't get a perfect image, it's okay. It is not the focal point of my card. And because I inked it that way, I have ink right along there, and I didn't want to get ink all over my fingers. So I'm going to take my small piece, and I need to grab, I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to take a piece of scrap. This was a order form. Rub, rub, rub. Pick this up carefully. Maybe. And there is our embossed piece. Not embossed, stamped. All right, let's see how we're doing here. And there's my layer, Crumb Cake. And it's going to go on my cardstock just like that. So that's my nature. Stencil or mask. I'm going to use this one that I created. And I used vellum so that I could see exactly where on my card front that is going to be. Let's just use the same color. I'm going to use soft sea foam. That is our cardstock. Sorry about that. All right, being a lefty, it really helps that my camera's on my right so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to ink up, and then I'm just going to swirl. And where I punched that circle is the only place getting that ink. Can't see it too much. I think you'll be able to see it in a minute when I pull it. It is much brighter green than it was a minute ago. Here, let's pull it up. Let's keep going. I really want to get it noticeable. Did you notice the online exclusives that were added last week? We have had kits on the online exclusives for over a year now, I think. But they added some items. There were stamps and dies and pattern papers and embellishments that were added to the online exclusives. They're items that aren't going to be in any catalog. So check those out. So there is our use of a mask. And then, oh, I mentioned that because the circle punches, two of them, the 3 3/4 and the 2-inch, are part of the online exclusives. They were so popular, they're already sold out. They're getting more in later, but know that they're coming. All right, we're going to stamp. I want to make a sympathy card. So I have heartfelt sympathy. And I'm just going to use that same ink, the Mossy Meadow. Where did it go? I have too many things on my table, I think. I'm going to stamp it near the bottom. It's red rubber, so there's cushion on there. Hold it for a second. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Kathy said the inking was way impressive. I assume you meant the stencil. Or are you talking about the background stamp? Either way. either way, it's fun. I love trying new things. So this is the 1 3/4 inch punch, and I hope it's big enough. It is perfect. So I like to stamp first, and then I can line up my punch just the way I want it. Get those out of the way. And then I don't know if I'm going to use the vellum back there or not. I think not. I think I kind of like it like this. And I have some ribbon and some twine that I'm going to use. I have some Early Espresso Faux Suede trim, and I have the linen thread. That would be a nice touch to this. And I think we are going to tie these around. So there are my 3 items for Tic Tac Toe, right? Ribbon or other embellishment, stencil or mask, and nature. So Tic Tac Toe 3 in a row. And I'm just going to tie these in a knot around this piece. I'll tie them together. Let me make sure that's not twisted. It is twisted in the back. See, this is where I get a little nervous trying to do this on camera. There we go. So I'd love to have you play along with me. Tic Tac Toe. I'll try to post this on my Tic Tac Toe board and several other places like Instagram. And like I said, it'll be on the YouTube header for my video later tonight. That doesn't look right. Hold on, I need to turn it towards me to do this. And I'd love for you to add your a photo of your project, so that we can see how you play tic-tac-toe. And if you're not comfortable, like I said, just let us know that you did play tic-tac-toe and which 3 items you used. So I think I really have fun doing this. So I think I'm going to do this the first Monday of every month. We'll play tic-tac-toe every first Monday. And the first Tuesday, I have a technique video that's posting on YouTube. Hopefully you knew that. All right, I'm just having a time here. Okay. And I will change most of the 9, or some of the 9. Maybe not all of them. Each week, or each month. So just to try to help you use more of your supplies that you already have is my goal. And the twine. There we go. Oh gosh, that knot took much longer than I think it should have. All right, now let's get some adhesive and put this all together. And use this and the layer for the inside. You know what? I think I want to show you one more thing. Let me clean this off a little bit. Get these out of the way. So I'm just going to clean this off so I can touch it and not get green all over me. So this is my inside piece for my card, and I just want to add a little bit. I'm just using a piece of chamois to clean it off. I want to hold it by that. I just want to add a little bit of this leaf stamp to the bottom here. I added, so I'm just bending my stamp and inking, and I'm just going to kind of roll it there, just to add some of that design to the inside of my card. All right, now let's put it all together. And I need adhesive. Where did it go? I've been making lots of cards, so I had to open a brand new glue. My green glue. So it's coming out fast. Put it right on my, oh sorry, I think I was off camera. Right on my ribbon. Line that up, and then this will hold my ribbon in place. And I only want to adhere this side of my layer, or I'll close my, I would glue my card shut. There we go. And turn that over. Do the burnish. And then this one, on the inside. Oh, one more. I want to do my envelope. Get that. There we go. This up with this here. This piece and my other green piece in the front is 3 3/4 by 5. My crumb cake is 5 by 4 inches. 5 1/4 by 4. Sorry. Envelope. Let's do what we did with the inside. I only used one color ink, didn't I? No, I used 2. I used ink my stamp. I'm going to put a little bit here. I'm going to open my flap. Where did my paper go? I'm going to mask off the base of my, I'm inking. The base of my envelope. Oh, goodness. I should have thought about words before I started my video, huh? And I got ink on there, but that's right. We're going to just put it all around. Like that.
Oh,
Isn't that fun?
They have a freaking tear.
Stepping on stamps I dropped. Okay, we still need to add. Isn't that cute? I think that's pretty cute. Alright, we need to add our sentiment with some dimensionals if they're hiding here. And if I have my box of embellishments handy. We'll add some embellishments too, just to I should have thought ahead and put, that's right, that'll work. I should have put the dimensional above the ribbon and then down here below it so it wouldn't be. And there's our card. Do you think it needs some bling? Maybe not. Yeah, I think it does. And this is crooked. This is crooked. You know what? We are going to do that. Maybe. Nope. Not coming off. Sorry, I have to hold it up to see. Get that straight. That's better. I'm not going to add bling. I think it's just perfect the way it is. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you play Tic Tac Toe 3 in a row. I'd love to see what you create, and if you're not that confident or don't know how to do that, either send me a picture or just let us know that you played and what you thought and if you had fun. This needs to go a little that way. Thank you for joining me. Let me see if I have any questions. Oh, Kathy said she was talking about the background stamp. Yeah, those background stamps are so big. If you don't use a Stamparatus, it's fun to think of other ways to use it. So, thank you all for joining me, and thank you for being patient when I wasn't live last week. I do take requests, so if there's something you want to see, some stamps, ink, paper, whatever, a technique, a fun fold, let me know what you would like to see. And that's our Tic Tac Toe challenge for today. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.